Jarkko Aaltonen, bassist of Finland's own folk metal powerhouse, Korpiklani. The band is releasing their new album called Noita through Nuclear Blast and preparing for yet another North American tour soon with fellow countrymen in Sifurum. So thanks for taking the time to talk with We Love Metal today.
No worries.
All right. Hey, Jarkko, Korpiklani's music is instantly recognizable for those who are familiar with the band. And on Noita, you guys have really emphasized the folk elements on most of the songs. From what I read, that was really the direction that Joni wanted to go.
Yeah, we have sort of always wanted to go to that direction. Just sort of didn't really get there before this one. And there's always been a sort of some difficulties to get the best possible balance between the metal part and the folk music part.
Right.
And now, I mean, like production-wise, I think we have been doing better and better albums all the time, but still there was maybe some things lacking. And then now we had, this time we now have the new accordionist, not really new anymore, been with us for like 2 years, but this was his first album with us. And he was, like for the first time, our violin player now had the perfect counterpart to bounce off the ideas.
Right.
Like here's like you do this, I do this, we'll do the harmony like this. These guys did a really, really brilliant job with the arrangements and the solo sections, whatever melodies they really went through that stuff properly before the recording sessions. So finally now we have something really good going on there on both of those instruments that we can really crank up in the mix. So this was something that we have been sort of wanting to do a long time. Now we finally got there.
Sure. Yeah, they are certainly front and center on a lot of the songs. So it's a lot of fun. So and that's
there are lots of good melodies that Jonne wrote on the album, and finally we have them done properly.
Right.
So it's really nice.
Right. Okay. Yeah. You know, like I said, it's fun, and Korpiklani has always kind of had that fun kind of vibe, atmosphere about it. I'm kind of curious about really traditional Finnish music. Does that lend itself to that kind of mood?
I don't really think that the traditional Finnish music is that much fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course.
So. I think of course darker maybe.
Yeah, but of course there's always been like, I don't think life has ever, maybe nowadays it is, but like in the past, during the past times, I don't think life was ever that easy in Finland. And then like, anyway, like in Finland you had to find your entertainment and the fun in everything. And the Finnish, like everything in Finland is sort of gloomy and dark. and then again, there's still the fun part in everything. Like this is the country where nothing is sacred. You can make fun of everything, and there's always the fun part in like someone dying, for example, in the sense that there's this joke like, there is a joke like, what's the difference between a Finnish wedding and a Finnish funeral? The funeral has one drunk person less. So, I think that sort of sums it up quite nicely.
That's a good one. I'll have to remember that. You guys have almost exclusively stuck to Finnish lyrics. Does that go hand in hand with kind of maintaining that Finnish authenticity of your music?
Sort of, yeah. We did have, as you obviously know, we did do quite a lot of stuff in the beginning in English.
Right.
But that was like Jonne, who founded the band a long time ago. sort of had the idea of doing stuff in Finnish already in the beginning. But since he wasn't really happy with his own lyrics in Finnish, he went with English instead. And since then we started to have a few lyrics from a friend of ours in Finnish, and then we use those, and we have just gradually slipped into an entirely Finnish language band. Mm-hmm. But this is anyway how we sort of hear it nowadays. This is how the band is supposed to sound, because the Finnish sounds completely different, and even if you don't understand the lyrics, the language still adds at least another interesting sounding instrument to a song.
Sure, and there's definitely you kind of get what the song might be about based on the delivery, whether or not you understand the words or not.
Yeah, and we usually, just because that thing, we usually have some sort, if not the translations of the lyrics, then we at least have some sort of English explanations on what the song is about, like on the album booklet or whatever.
Sure.
As if anyone is buying any albums anywhere, but that's one reason that why people should be buying the actual physical product to get the proper booklet and stuff.
Yeah, those are still nice to have. Kind of along those same lines, I've really enjoyed the final song on the album, and you'll have to help me out with the title of it. I'll give it a shot unless you just want to say it.
No, I want to hear your version first.
Okay, here we go. Sen varan mineken noita.
Well, I at least know what song you're talking about.
Okay, so you sort of understood it. Okay, so So give us the real pronunciation, and what does it mean, and what's the story behind it? It kind of seems like almost the title track for the album.
Sen verran minäkin noita.
Yeah, that was way faster than I can do it.
Yeah, well, but anyway, it's I do have to admit that even for myself or anyone, that sometimes the translations are really difficult.
Oh, sure.
Because the Finnish language just works so differently than English, for example. It is something. The title is something about just saying that there's a bit of witch in me as well, and the whole thing, the whole story, or the idea behind the text is that in the past we had to hide these things, because like a few hundred years ago, if you said the things that we are saying in that song, if you had said that, then you would have been burned.
Right.
But now we can proudly say that there's still like the bloodline of witches running through my family as well. That kind of thing. Like proudly saying like, go fuck yourself. This is what we are.
Okay. There's one other song I want to ask about, and you may have been asked about it before, but Yoni Yoni. What drove you guys to do? I mean, when it started playing, I instantly recognized it. But I thought, if Korpiklani ever does a cover song album, that in Finnish, that would be a great one to fit in. But how did it end up on this album?
Like we do listen to Billy Idol, believe it or not. It is one of these artists that at least myself and Jonne do play every now and then. Like, and when we always when we're on the bus or dressing rooms or whatever, we always play music with the phones and the speakers or the laptop or whatever. And there's quite often also Billy Idol on the playlist. So and Moni Moni is one of those songs, although not originally Billy Idol either.
Right.
It's one of those songs that has been covered in Finnish earlier, at least twice. So it is really sort of well-known song in Finland and for us. And then just did it. Jonne wrote a hilarious set of lyrics for it that have nothing to do with the original.
Oh, okay.
And then later, and it was just one of the demo tracks that we had. And then when we dropped off 6, 7 songs that we didn't put on the album, and then that just survived the playoffs.
So it was a surviving song, and
it survived the playoff of the songs or whatever you call it, how the elimination rounds.
Sure. Okay. Is there any particular song you're looking forward to playing live to see what the crowd reaction is going to be?
Actually, we have already played plenty of this album live. We decided to, add them to the set as soon as we were sort of ready ourselves. So we did.
Okay.
We did the Pagan Fest in Europe a while ago. Mm-hmm. And we had, I think, 5 of the songs in the set already there.
Oh wow!
And then we did during the Easter. We did 2 shows in Russia, and we added 2 more. So we did 7 of the. We've already been playing like 7 of the songs live as, and which is already quite a lot. They all seem to work rather well live as well. We just you can never know about the song beforehand how it's going to work live.
Sure.
I mean, there have been songs that when we were recording them, I've been sure that this is gonna kick so much ass live, and then you play it and you realize that okay, the band is not really into this, the audience is not really into this, and then you just drop it off, and then sometimes you have the songs that okay, we'll try it once or twice, and it's gonna be dropped off anyway, and then you realize that that's one of the best live songs you've ever done. So.
I guess
so it's you never know. That's why you have to play them all, basically, to see how they work.
Okay. Just also speaking of playing live, you guys are about to hit North America again, and your 6th tour, I think, from what I counted, since 2009. So you guys have been here almost every year for the past 6 years or so. How has crowd reaction changed over the years for you guys over here?
I don't know if the reaction has changed that much, but at least the crowds have been growing a bit slowly, but
that's
still
important.
Yeah, that is important. I think we've been as a band we have been really lucky since we've always had at least decent audiences everywhere where we have gone. Mm-hmm. We've never really had like really crappy audience that just hated us. I have no bad things to say about any of the countries we've ever been playing. Like audiences have always been really good to us, and I really hope that it's gonna stay like that as well. And I'm really looking forward to touring the North America again, since it's one of my favorite places to tour in general. Not just because of the nice audiences, but because of the country and views and the record stores.
All right. Well, the perfect lead into my next question. What do you like to do aside from playing live when you're on tour over here?
Me and the drummer Mats, and we go and raid all the local record stores. Mm-hmm. Pretty much that's what we do.
Oh, really? Okay. You pick up vinyl or CDs or just whatever you can find? Yeah,
vinyl. Basically only vinyl. Like carrying like a huge pile of vinyl home every time.
So you go back with a lot more than you came with?
Yeah, it is a nice, like USA is a really nice place to find some vinyl that from the artists that were never that huge in Europe.
Right.
And in USA, every place is full of that stuff, and it costs like $3 a piece or something.
A little bit cheaper than probably what you can find it.
Yeah, if you find it in Europe, it's all going to be like 20 euros or something. So.
Oh wow! Even with the improved exchange rate, that's still pretty expensive for us.
Yeah. Everybody thinks that we are so rich because everything is so expensive here, but we are just extremely poor because everything is so expensive in Finland.
Oh, that's horrible. So, let me ask, what, again about playing live. I like to find out maybe, from different artists. What's, one of your most memorable live music experiences?
I do not really, keep track on that stuff.
No?
In that sense that I do remember, like, there have been things like when I've thought that, so like some major festival, so okay, now we are now we're going to play here. Now I'm on this and this stage.
Uh-huh.
And then when you just realize that it is, in the end, that is just another show.
Uh-huh.
It's not like, for us it is, I can't say that it's not cool to be playing in front of 30,000 people. Of course it is sort of, nice and that's quite a remarkable sight in front of you. But then it's, in the end, it's just another show. And I like more things that I like to remember are those moments when you're actually playing on stage, playing live, and there are these moments when you realize that, God damn it, this is working so well right now. That there's a brilliant audience. The band is on fire. Everything is perfect. And those are it doesn't matter if it's like a huge festival or a small club. Those are
right.
That kind of things are the moments I really, really enjoy.
Yeah.
So when you realize that, God damn it, we are good.
That sounds like, really where you want to be as an artist in clicking with everything that's going on.
Yeah, exactly. There's always so many, like when you're touring and everything is, like in live setup, so many things can go wrong, and they don't have to go much wrong, but it always takes something away from your own experience. But those moments when everything is just being perfect, they are, well, the perfect moments.
All right. Excellent. Okay, Jarkko, my final question for you. Our website is called We Love Metal. Why do you love metal?
Oh, I think it's originally, I think it was the honesty. It's one of the, like the bands and fans and everything. It's the honesty and the like everybody who is into metal, playing that or listening to that, or they actually, well, as you said, they love that thing, and they are not there because it's fancy or it's the whatever this month's pet thing to do.
Right.
It's the people, everybody who is in that is in metal because of metal and nothing else, and that is there's a lot of respect in that music. In both ways, like everybody, like bands respect the audience respects the band, the audience respects other people in the audience. Like it's like, well, keep on repeating the word respect, but and it is there's this thing that there's honesty in that music that is not there with some other styles of music.
All right. Excellent. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk with We Love Metal today. To all the fans out there, if you know Korpiklani, you know what you're going to get from these guys. For the rest of
we are pretty predictable.
Yeah. Predictable, but not boring. So, for the rest of you, try something new with some folk metal and go out and see these guys when they, hit the tour here in North America, next month, I think. And, thanks for the time again.
No worries. It was a pleasure.